The following content is for entertainment purposes only. All of the voices in this video and this disclaimer were generated using artificial intelligence and are not actual quotes of the persons depicted. This content is purely satirical and is in no way a political advertisement or contains any political bias. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello again, all of you amazing people on youtube.com/Broadway CJ97. I have awoken from my 2-month nap, and we, the Presidential Boys, are finally ready to bring you our newest series, Presidents Play Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke Edition. Hold the randomizer. I will say, though, I am quite disappointed with the graphics in this game. I was told that once we got to Generation 3 that this game wouldn't look like our editor could have made it, and he's actually an idiot.
Barack, can you please fucking remind me why we decided to let the demented fossil lead off the second half of Crystal and not stick with the order we established for the Elite Four? Bro actually slept for 2 months straight and is still sleepwalking somehow.
I'm sorry, Donald. I'll admit I had some faith that such a long break combined with not worrying about the election would make Biden even semi-competent, but apparently not. Oh well, I guess I'm going to have to do the intro as it feels like I do most episodes. Nothing ever changes, I suppose. Ahem. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Presidents Play Pokemon Crystal Randomizer Nuzlocke. Alongside George Bush, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden, I am Barack Obama, and after winning our second Pokemon League together, we are now on our way back to
Hey, wait a minute,
Kanto.
where did Taft come from? And where did Miley go?
So much for getting through that intro without interruption. But to answer your question, George, I used my Super Saiyan powers to ride my bicycle to Cherry Grove City, swap out Miley for Taft at the Pokemon Center, and level them up to 45 all in the time it took to leave Professor Elm's lap. Did you guys forget I have powers too? I mean, I know I didn't have to use them during this run so far, but it's something that definitely needed to happen. We didn't have a team member that could use Fly, so unfortunately we needed to replace someone with a new team member that could.
Bro definitely used a save state and cheats right.
100% for sure he did that. Don't even let him try to fool us for a second.
Wow, Obama, that's so cool. I didn't know your powers were that strong.
Yeah, I truly am that incredible Joe. I also use my powers to guide you towards Reuniting City so that you could get our level 45 encounter before we head back to Kanto. I don't remember exactly what Pokemon it's going to be based on when we heard its cry, but it should be a solid addition.
Biden straight up gaslighting the living shit out of you. He actually was moving your fingers to fly here and walk into this tower. You only started actually playing when you walked into this building.
George, I don't see any propane-powered grills around here, so I don't know what he would be gaslighting, but this entire time I've been in complete control of this gameplay. What are you going to tell me next? That I've been a puppet with dementia and not really in charge these past 4 years?
Yes, Joe. Literally that.
Okay, sure, Donald, of course that's what's happening. What are you going to say next? That people are eating cats and dogs in Ohio? You're a riot bro. But you should be happy right now. With Taft on the team, you're not our fattest member anymore.
I'm not fat you walking mummy. I'm on the golf course every day, so I'm in fantastic shape. But I'm going to turn my anger to Obama for a minute. Why did it have to be Miley you took off the team? I bet it's because you were jealous of my incredible singing of flowers during the Elite Four.
I will give you credit, because I didn't know you had such an angelic voice, Donald. It was without a doubt the best rendition of the song I ever heard, and it's probably why Miley's version of the song got copyrighted and not your version. I mean, hell, it even dethroned the Biden from Game Producer 6's Universe's hit song Dick Shop, which topped the charts for 69 consecutive weeks. That's not an easy task to accomplish. But the real reason was we already had so many special attackers and I couldn't remove Mystery or Money Pit.
Oh, God damn you for answering that like you were answering a debate question in 2008. I can't be mad at that reasoning, and I even have to thank you despite being pissed. That's really not easy to do. But yeah, I guess that makes sense, and God forbid we lose anybody, then Miley is right back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that happening while I'm playing at the least, Donnie. I already lost my one team member for this entire series, and I don't plan on losing another. I mean, look at these bums having weak Pokemon in the 30s. They don't stand a chance against me.
It's not just going to be these guys, it's going to be the rest of the trainers we battle for the most part as well. Don't forget, other than the last 2 gym leaders in red, we're going to be battling Pokemon that are our level now for the most part or lower. I'm pretty sure every non-gym trainer, aside from the ones around the Seafoam Islands, all have equal level teams in the mid-30s. So if any of us lose any of our team members in Kanto, they get the fraud tag with no debate.
George is absolutely right. Now don't get me wrong, I love how Generation 2 lets you play in 2 regions and get 16 badges, but we have to call this trek into Kanto what it really is. It's a post-game victory tour until we get to the last 2 trainers, blue and red. All we're doing is walking through the region with no pushback since we have every hidden machine and hoping we get some great team additions with the Super Rod. All of those encounters will be in the 40s so they can join our team instantly. We might find a few legendaries even.
When we get that super rod that's going to open up a ton of encounters for us, we should have at least 5 back in Johto. Also, any route that has water, we have to go straight there for our encounter. Avoid the tall grass at all costs, boys.
Excuse me, do you even hear what you guys are saying? We already took one of our Hall of Fame members off the team this episode, and now you're thinking about taking more of them off? We need to get to Mount Silver with the team we have now. We got here because of the incredible efforts of Mystery Carrera, me too, Arnold and Money Pit. We need to honor them and finish the game with them as well. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
So I want to add an Onion Fairy or a Mewtwo with one of our Super Rod encounters. We have had troubles with that green bastard despite having drilled Peck, and Mewtwo is simply the top of S tier of legendaries in Gen 2. If we can pair them up with the team we have now, good game, had fun, no rematch.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe, but if a wild Mewtwo appears, I'm not going to say enjoy life in the PC to keep Carrera or Arnold when their best moves are Extreme Speed and Dizzy Punch respectively. Like Herm Edwards said, you play to win the game. You have to make those tough calls to get the job done.
I'll ignore the fact that you just said we would even consider putting Arnold in the PC, but it's time to wake up Sleepy Joe. Red is going to have a team in the high 70s and his lead will be level 81. We need all the firepower we can get. End of story.
I'm just mortified that you all doubled down on that terrible belief. I, for one, am not here to have a team of mercenaries do the job for us. I want the job done by the friends we have had for 10 plus episodes. My little old heart can't stand to even talk about this anymore. It might just shut down.
Oh my God, is this finally the day that happens? I bought a top-of-the-line Canon 420 times zoom, 8K camera to record the exact moment where Joe draws his last breath on this earth.
Shut up, Donald. I'm going to ask you for the URL for where you found that camera later, but we aren't preying on Joe's demise in the first video after our break. And Joe, don't get me wrong, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. You're absolutely right that we wouldn't be here right now without the team that got us here, but you have to remember at some point, most of them replaced a team member we already had. It's the circle of Pokemon, my friend. Sometimes stronger Pokemon replace the weaker ones. Even if we do replace someone, they'll be ready and waiting for us if we ever need them again. We're going to be just fine, buddy.
And you put Joe to sleep with your incredibly long speech. Nice job, Barack. At least we know he's mastered the art of sleep playing, so I say we just let him nap for the rest of this video.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this geezer snore in my ear for the next 20 minutes, so that's not happening. Wake the fuck up, Sleepy Joe.
Mommy, please, just give me 10 more minutes to see if I was having the best dream about riding Mystery up Mount Silver and... Oh wait, it's just you guys. Sorry, I thought it had to be my mom that just slapped me with how small and weak that hand was.
Imagine getting roasted by an even more asleep than usual Joe Biden. Couldn't be me, Donald.
Where is old Betsy? Give her to me right now. If he's not going to go by natural courses today, then I'm going to have to do it myself.
Now listen here, partner, you know that goes against all of the rules of responsible firearm ownership. You can't just end a man's life because he points out your hands are smaller than Kenny Pickett's. But you know with how small and fragile they look, you should get them painted like Caleb Williams.
2 football references in one video? Well, damn, George, you're making up for lost time. But Donald could never be Caleb Williams. Mans was a draft dodger, so he could never be a #1 overall pick like the future savior of the Bears.
Will you two shut the fuck up? My hands are normal sized and Caleb Williams is just another in a long line of bust quarterbacks drafted by Chicago.
Mr. Trump, I'm going to need you to tone down your voice, please. I'm about to battle the legendary B. Coon, despite us already having it on our team. Please keep your outbursts to a minimum so we can catch this encounter. Thank you for your cooperation.
I hate every single one of you.
Cool story, former orange, but now red man. But guys, do you have any idea what this was? I could swear one of them was a Magby, but I can't tell the others.
It's going to be as much of a surprise to you as it will be to all of us, Joe. Let's just watch this cutscene and check it out.
Okay now, this is not a terrible encounter, boys. We don't have a grass type on our team, and it could always evolve into a legendary flying type as well. I say we take this any day of the week.
I thought the game would fully force it to evolve at this point, but I suppose not. Now that I got it paralyzed, I'll use one Iron Tail and then catch it.
Are we sure Skiploom survives this?
Wait, aren't steel type moves not very effective against grass types?
How many fucking times do I need to tell you to go over your damn type chart, Biden? God damn it, man. Not only did you just cost us a level 40 grass type, but you also cost us the chance to catch a level 60 if we caught the other dogs. Is Kanto going to be your fraud arc or what?
Seriously, Joe? That was a misplay and a half? You should have switched into Taft and used Waterfall so we could chip away until we caught it. I'm just going to pretend that it would have evolved into a Fearow and it wasn't worth it anyway, but no more misplays from you today.
Guys, I'm confused. When do we battle Sweet Coon? I mean, I wish I could have caught the Skiploom, but I'd love to have 2 of those special attacking speed demons on our team.
Can somebody please get Joe's pills before we go to Kanto? Bro might actually find a way to fumble this run even against underleveled Pokemon if he keeps playing like this. But Biden, for the love of God, in the meantime, just go to Olivine City and get on the ship.
Oh, we're going on a cruise? Thank God I feel like we haven't taken a break in ages. I'm just going to get onto the deck and let this wrinkled skin breathe for once.
You know what, Donald? Normally I'm against your violence with Joe, but if I wake up to hearing an elderly man just happen to fall overboard on the ship, I'm not going to question it. You have my blessing if he doesn't take his pills by then.
I hear you loud and clear, Barack. Mission accepted. I'll make sure Operation Sinking Fossil is completed without any issue. Hey, Joe, when we get on the ship, how about we stare off the balcony when nobody else happens to be around?
Is that your way of trying to say you want to sleep with me? Oh, Donald, I don't know. I mean, I'm flattered, but... Oh, what the hell, I'm not getting any younger. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah, mission aborted. I repeat, mission aborted. Barack, if you leave me alone with this man at any time on the ship or in person, I'm going to blow my whistle and start yelling stranger danger like some triggered liberal listening to a Republican giving a speech.
Yeah, I think we just get to Vermilion City and then call it a wrap for this episode. We definitely should not be letting Biden battle Surge today because something tells me it's not going to end well. That's going to be your battle next week, Donald.
I fully accept the challenge of knocking out that dishonorable discharge next week. I'll make him look even worse than that disgraceful bastard, Mark Milley. I'll double down on my comments of him, just you watch.
First off, how the hell do you know that Surge was a dishonorable discharge? The lore we know is that he fought alongside Blaine in the war, and their side most likely came back victorious since they both lived. Second, we absolutely do not need you repeating your Mark Milley comments. We don't need this channel getting canceled. And with the election coming up around the corner, you know
Oh my God,
that
little girl is all on her own on a cruise ship and ready for me to come, quote, rescue her. Guys, why didn't you tell me this side quest was in this game? We haven't a moment to lose. Uncle Joey's on the case.
Where is the end recording button? I completely forgot they had us do this while we sailed to Vermilion City. Never mind, no time for that. Wrestle the Game Boy away from Uncle Bad Touch before it's too late.
Now you listen to me, you yeehaw looking ass. I've sat here playing this stupid game and the one before it for hours upon hours. This is the first interesting plot that I have witnessed. And I'm not about to have you take this away from me. I will save this little girl if it's the last thing I do. Okay, now Clerk Landon, if that is your real name, I need to know where you were on the day of today and where did you hide the girl of my dreams? Answer me right now before I throw your fat ass overboard. Oh, I see, playing the quiet game, huh? Well, I bet you won't be so quiet when I have my legendary dog flood this room. Money Pit. Ride that surf and drown this bastard.
Joe, you are aware that Clerk Landon is an NPC in a video game made almost 25 years ago, right? He's not going to respond to any of your questions?
By the way, you said if that is his real name, it's actually not Clerk Landon, seeing this entire game was randomized. So not only are you trying to fish for information from an NPC, but you're also calling him an incorrect name. I think it's time to hang up the silly hat and pipe Sherlock Biden.
Well, it doesn't look like she's in either of the trash cans, which is where I would hide a little girl if somebody was hot on my case. So I guess you're free to go, so-called Clerk Landon. I think I do need a break, though, so I'm going to retire to our room right here and take a nap.
What the heck do you mean you need a break? You literally interrogated one person, even though we established through facts and logic that you didn't even really do that. There's an entire rest of the ship to look at you, demented fool.
It appears our little detective is using his hidden ability sleep playing again, so how about we don't punch this gift horse in the mouth and take a break from his totally not as innocent as he's leading on quest to, as he said, quote, save this little girl.
I gotta hand it to him, it's actually incredibly impressive that he can play this game in his sleep and he stops snoring. So I'm absolutely with Barry on this one. Let him keep sleeping before he breaks out a comment about the implication. He's been watching too much Always Sunny again.
More than fair enough, boys. That's the last thing we need to hear him say about this situation. In our downtime from Joe, though, you guys want to go over our donations from the Elite Four special and then ask our comment question of the episode?
Yeah, I'm down for that. These amazing fans have been waiting a minute and a half to hear their donations get called out, so let's get right to it. Our first donation from the Elite Four special came from Legendary Gamer, who throws us $6.99 Canadian people money. Legendary congratulates us on the dub of winning our second championship, and thank you very much for that, my man. We also appreciate how you become a regular fixture in this segment, so thank you very much for that as well. We all love you here.
Seeing how Obama is once again talking about how he loves men, I think now is a better time than ever to take the microphone away from him and read off our next donation, which came from another regular to this segment, MMA, Lover150, who throws us $1.99 real people money. And our true red-blooded American hero decided to give me some advice for my showdown battle with Kamala, saying I should definitely use the pitch black mythical on my team because it could sweep everything she has to offer. That's not a bad idea, my man, but I don't even know if I'm going to have another battle with her. After that last debate, she showed that she's an incredibly nasty woman who had very mean things to say about me. I don't think I want to be anywhere near her for the foreseeable future.
Okay, a lot of things to unpack with that rant. First off, you can't just call the American dollar real person money because you're going to offend the audience and potentially get us demonetized, seeing this platform has done it for way less. Second, how can you of all people call somebody else mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but your list of nicknames created includes Sleepy Joe, Ron DeSanctimonious, and Lion Kamala, just to name a few.
Also, don't think I forgot your comment about me loving men. I'm straight you over ripe orange. Did you not see our episode last season when we took on Sabrina? It's clear to everyone watching that I'm into women and not men.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Barack, my mistake. Hey, maybe we should go rewatch that episode with Michelle and record her live reaction to her husband displaying negative Riz levels over a girl a third of his age. Some legit Leo DiCaprio vibes right there, Mr. Change Man.
That's not fair to call out, and you know it. The simulation set me up to believe that Michelle had left me and I was an eligible bachelor. Michelle, honey, if you're watching this, just know I love you and I do not have feelings for that green hair spoon-bending lady.
Oh shit, is it Sabrina that just walked into the Oval Office? What's up, girl? Haven't seen you in a minute, shawty.
Oh my God, she's here. I didn't even do my hair and oh, wait a minute, of course she's not here. God damn you, Trump.
That's a bad look for you, Obama. Hopefully Michelle still thinks these videos are childish bullshit and she doesn't watch them. You really have to get over your Sabrina fixation and stop being so down bad for her.
Just take the next donation, George, and hopefully Joe left the bunker door unlocked in case Michelle heard us talking. I know she's downstairs with Jill and Melania, and the walls in the White House are surprisingly paper thin.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's why you want to use the bunker. Not for any other reason, right, you dog you?
I swear I'll beat your ass before we finish this recording, you bastard.
Pause, bro. I know you're into that, but I don't swing that way, my man.
All right, that's enough, Donald. Let's try to stay on track before Obama blushes to the point where he powers up or calls in the drones to take us all out. I'll just keep the donation train rolling and we'll move on to the next one, which came from the Jedi Muffin for $10 via Ko-fi. He shows off his love for the series and asks a fantastic question about if we all had to pick one Pokemon to take to war with us, who would it be? Myself, I would have to go with Tyranitar because that thing could easily be a walking war crime on its own. What about you guys?
Barry's still a little red in the face, so I'll go next and I'll go with Metagross. It's literally a flying tank that can change direction on a dime and use psychic powers. Any other answer is incorrect, and there's no point of going on after this.
Yeah, that flying tank is cute until I pull up on Carrera and melt that overhyped blue ball. Give me the best doggo so I can set flames to all who dare stand in my path at an extreme speed. I will win any war single-handedly.
That's actually a really underrated pick, Barack. And I also like how you chose somebody on our team. But I think this question right here is as good as any comment question in the episode we could think of. For everybody watching, comment who you would choose as the Pokemon you take into war. I, for one, know I'm incredibly interested to see the Pokemon you choose and your reasoning. Thanks again for the idea for this question, Jedi Muffin. For any other future donations that have questions like this, we might also make them the comment question of the video, if we like it enough.
And finally, our last and highest donation from the Elite Four Special came from our boy AC Gonzalez. He throws us a 50 burger on Ko-fi, and thank you again for donating through there so we get your entire donation amount without fees. Thank you for your kind words about the video, my man.
Since when the fuck have you been awake, Sleepy Joe? I thought you were going to be out until we got to Vermilion City.
I don't remember to be exact, but somewhere along the lines of when you guys were talking about Obama and his love for men. But I thought it was time I rejoined the conversation. What was I doing again before I took my nap? I think I was doing something important, but I don't remember exactly.
You were tracking down this slacker employee who wasn't doing his job on the ship so we could proceed to the captain's chambers. And it looks like you found him right here. Way to go, Sherlock Biden. You've cracked the case once again.
Oh yes, that sounds correct. We need to get the hidden machine for cut, and then I get the real reward of getting to rub the captain's shoulders. You don't see it in the game if you don't look hard enough, but it'll actually rub your back if you talk to him 69 times in a row.
That can't actually be an Easter egg in this game, right, Biden? You're just messing with us?
Oh, I would never joke about something so serious, my Texan friend. In fact, if you talk to him 420 times in a row, he'll walk you out to the front of the ship, ask the player to lift him in his arms, and he'll yell, "I'm the king of the world," in front of all the horrified ship guests.
Sorry, viewers, I have to apologize for our somehow commander-in-chief. This long break has caused him to release all of his pent-up says behavior in this episode. We promise he will be somewhat normal again next week and urge you not to talk to the ship captain 420 times in a row.
Hell yeah, listen to our friend Obama. We're here. Leave all the captain interactions to your fearless commander-in-chief. We go way back to Pokemon Yellow.
You can do this, Donald. Only a few more minutes to go. Just hold in all of your thoughts of unaliving this slasher beta cuck for just a few more rooms, and then you're free of him for another week.
Did you say something, Donald? I was doing an ice cream tier list in my head and kind of zoned out for a minute there. I know it's out of character for me to not be paying attention to the current situation, but nobody's perfect, I suppose.
Oh, I was just saying how I really miss you being my election opponent, Sleepy Joe. It would have been such a close contest that definitely wouldn't have been a blowout this time around and gone right down to the wire. I just missed our battle last time.
Oh, that's such a wholesome thing for you to say, Donald. You know, sometimes I wish I stayed in the election. Oh my God, that's right. I was looking for the lost little girl. We haven't a moment to spare. Screw these bitch-ass looking level 30 Pokemon having trainers. We have to find her immediately. Daddy Biden is on his way.
I really thought we were in the clear after he took his nap. Oh well, better prep to have this video have limited monetization. I'm sure our editor didn't take too much time working on this.
Let's just cherish those beautiful moments where he was silent and not talking about all of the important things he was talking about this episode.
Those truly were the minutes. Anyway, how about we talk about the plan for Kanto Boys? I know we can just walk through most of it minus that small power plant side quest. But I'm thinking if all goes well, we can power through this in about 10 episodes or so?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Seeing all the gym trainers minus Blue are in the 40s, we don't need to power level until we get to Red. I mean, hell, remember Janine has a team in the 30s since she's just another Nippo baby gym leader.
Missing little girl without an adult spotted. I repeat, missing little girl without an adult spotted. It's Joey's time too. Oh wait, never mind, this isn't the girl we're looking for. She's too old and is a Pokemon trainer. Oh well, I'll just inflict maximum pain on her team for deceiving me.
How exactly did you know this isn't the girl we're looking for? I mean, she could easily be the one despite being a Pokemon trainer. Also, am I going to regret asking this question?
Elementary, my dear George, the scent on her hair was not one of adventure and the slightest bit of fear, for knowing deep in the back of her mind she's lost on a cruise ship with big scary sailors miles away from civilization on the open waters. It's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected there. I'm sorry about that, guys. I should have known better than to ask that idiotic question.
Don't worry about it, Bush. We've all made that mistake a few times. But just sit back for a minute and watch Biden's little old heart get shattered to pieces in just a moment.
The moment I've been waiting for has arrived. Oh, hey, there's sweet little girl. Of course I'll play with you. This is a dream come true. Wait, what? No. Don't go back to your grandpa. Stop.
I gotta hand it to you, Joe. You really saved the day. You reunited this little girl with her grandpa and you got us to Vermilion City. You did a fantastic job today, man. Well done, Mr. President.
It takes a great man to go out of his way and help somebody with no ulterior motives of wrongdoing. You truly are worthy of our nation's highest office.
Maybe I was wrong about you, Joe, after seeing how you went out of your way to help this law.
Game is ass. I hate Pokemon. I'm never playing this game again. Fuck you all, and see you next week.
Yeah, I can't lie, that pretty much made everything worth it. Thank you, Game Freak, for making this game Joe Biden-proof. But gentlemen, I think this is a fantastic time to end this video as we have made landfall back in Kanto. We will be back next week when Donald looks to earn our 9th badge overall and first in Kanto against Surge. Thank you so much for coming back, everyone, and we will see you next Thursday.
I would like to take a minute to shout out our channel member Hector over on the Ko-fi side. We will make sure to shout out these members at the end of every video going forward. And if you would like to become a member as well, please visit the link in the video's description. Thank you again for stopping by, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
And last but not least, our community Discord AI Force 1 has just passed the 800 member mark, and we would love to hit 1,000 before we finish up Crystal. Please also join that via the link in the description below, and don't forget to answer our comment question. We love you all. Oh fuck, we forgot to rename our Zubat Redeemer for Isaac. I swear we'll do it in Lavender Town, buddy. Our bad.